Hello and welcome. My name is David Rutz, and I'm the founder of Escape International. We're part of the Escape team of Youngevity, and it's my honor that I get to share with you the Youngevity business presentation. Someone asked you to look at this business presentation so that you could decide whether or not we're the right type business for you. We'd love to have you on our team, but we also know we're not for everybody. But we're going to give you enough information here so you can make that decision, whether you want to learn more, whether you want to pursue our business or our products, or whether we're just not for you. But we believe something. We believe that most people would love the flexibility and financial freedom of business ownership. We believe most would love that. But we also know that conventional businesses are risky and cost a lot, and they're unproven, and many fail. So most people wouldn't take that risk. So then there comes the franchise model of business ownership, which are far more probable that you would have success, but they cost so much more money. So back to point one there, we do believe you, like most, would love to have maybe the same income you're making from a job, but have your own business, work your own schedule, have your own flexibility, not be told you have to start at 7 a.m. or 10 a.m. or work Saturdays if you don't want to. We think most people would love that. We also people thrive in that environment of business ownership if they didn't have risk hanging over their head or if they didn't have financial concern hanging over their head. So what if we could show you a business that you could start from your home part-time in an industry that's exploding and there would be no income ceiling, also partnering you with a documented company with a proven system like a franchise, but unlike a franchise, rather than having to invest tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars to have that proven system, what if you could get started in our company for less than $500? That's what we have to offer. Now, if you're going to be a business owner, you don't want to have to quit a job to start it. You don't want to have to risk your family or your home or all that to start it. But wouldn't it be great if you could have the upside potential of business ownership? Well, that's what we have. Now, if you're going to start a business, you want to make sure you're in an industry that you believe in, that's growing, and that you can be passionate about. We're in the middle of the booming industry of nutrition. And we believe that a large industry is important and growing. And we also believe the timing of that industry is important. And everyone's paying more attention to their health now, baby boomers, even the youth. And also in our industry, we make a difference in people's lives. And it's a lot easier when you're part of a purpose-driven company, when you're living with a passion for something and you're making a difference in people's health, truly delivering that. It's a lot easier to invest your time into that because you are making a difference rather than just making a dollar. And nutrition supplements are one of the fastest growing industries in the world, and we've got nutrition supplements that are unparalleled, the most documented and the best nutrition supplements on the planet. We're going to share those with you. But we're not just nutrition. Our company has expanded, and we also have other product categories outside of nutrition in the consumer market, from botanical skincares to mineral makeups to organic foods to many different products that you can learn about. But let's just focus on nutrition because that's where our main stay is, if you will. Now, when you look at distribution to see where we fit, most times a product is manufactured, and by the time you get it at the retail store, it's gone through all these middlemen. And the issue with this is, it is the way to get customers to your local town. Products to your local town, but it costs a lot of money to get it there. And so typically what happens is, especially in the nutrition industry and the consumer good industry, the product quality and manufacturing cost has to go way down. Otherwise, it costs us way too much in the retail store. So when it comes to nutrition or food, processing and cheaper ingredients and everything else is going into this stuff, so it's not too expensive by the time it hits the retail store. Well, what if instead of doing it that way, we were part of a movement that took products directly from a manufacturer right to the consumer? And that's what we do, and that's where you fit in. See, our company is called Youngevity International, and Youngevity Life Sciences is all about taking the finest ingredients in nutrition and bringing them to consumers and educating consumers, bypassing the middleman and allowing you to make a profit for doing so. Now let's learn a little bit about Youngevity. First of all, we're not brand new. We're a 17-year-old company. We're a publicly traded company. We've got 2 headquarters, San Diego and Boston. We've got celebrity brand ambassadors who believe in us, Hall of Fame football players, basketball players, trainers, actresses and actors who believe in what we stand for, and they're health-oriented people. We've been written up in publications. Great things have been happening for this company, and it started with this founder, Dr. Joel Wallach. This man has been published 75 times in medical and scientific journals internationally, and his health lecture, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, has over 150 million copies in circulation. His book and CD or cassette tape. You may have even received that cassette tape or CD. Over 100 million copies sold. It's unbelievable when you really think of the numbers, and the magnitude of that is very large. He's made a lot of money just in the tools alone of this lecture. He didn't start this company to make money. He's a licensed naturopathic doctor with over 35 years of practical experience, and his results are unbelievable, what he's been able to do with nutrition to help people with their diseases, with their sicknesses, and with their health. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. So not only is it him, we've got a scientific advisory board that is second to none, and an athletic advisory board who focus on delivering the finest results, clean, quality ingredients, without a negative impact on the body, like side effects, but instead positive, desirable benefits. And Dr. Wallach realized something, and he says something. He says, it's not just what you eat that kills you, it's what you don't eat. See, he was able to learn through his background and his past studies that there's 90 essential elements that we need to consume every single day for the remainder of our life. And that's where our 90 for life mission comes from. And like he says, even if you're already healthy, you still need the 90 for life to make sure you're giving your body the proper nutrition it needs every day. Your body doesn't make these things. They must be consumed in our diet, these 90 essential elements. And most people on the planet don't even know what those 90s are or that they need them. And we're starting a movement to help educate the world on that. And Dr. Wallach, when he was doing his research, he found these 90 life essential nutrients were not only just required for health, but required for optimal wellness as well. And 40 years of clinical research and discovery this man has, pathology, autopsies, and in all his work, he started to see, through his autopsies and pathology work, he started to see nutrient deficiencies were always prevalent in certain diseases. And he started putting two and two together 30, 40, 50 years ago that the lack of nutrition, certain elements, is causing diabetes, is causing blood pressure issues, is causing fibromyalgia, is causing arthritis. You name it, most ordinary disease that we have today is diet related, yes, but it's not because of things we are eating. Usually it's because of elements we're not eating. So a healthy diet is important, but getting these 90 essentials is even more important. It's hard to find them. He also found not only do you need these 90, but they need to be plant-derived minerals. See, when we get minerals from the store, GNC, Costco, Walmart, etc., they may have mineral products, and they may even have some of these 90. You won't find one with all 90, but you may find some that have some of the 90, but they're not plant-derived minerals. What does that mean? Well, if you get calcium from Walmart or Costco or calcium from our company, our calcium comes from plant-derived sources. Their calcium comes from the ground. Now, if a tree is planted in that ground, it knows how to suck up that calcium out of the ground and put it into the apple. But when we eat that apple, our body can digest almost 100% of the calcium in that apple or whatever that mineral is that we're talking about. But if we take the calcium out of the ground and eat it, we don't absorb it. And nobody is selling plant-derived minerals like we are. So not only are we bringing the message of the 90, but we're bringing the right sources of those 90, which is all plant-derived minerals to consumers. It is the core of our company and is precisely the philosophy of what we believe and what we stand for and what our job is to educate the world and bring these 90 to them. Now, this is a healthy start pack that you see here. This gives you all your 90 essential elements for about $4 a day. $4 a day. Less than some people are spending on Starbucks, and you've got your 90 essential elements. Now, we've got other healthy start packs because some people have other healthy issues, whether some may want to lose weight, so we've got some extra products to help lose weight. Some are more athletic, so we've got athletic pack, which will give you a sports drink in addition to the healthy start pack, and some stuff for your joints. And by the way, sports drinks, do you know that when you sweat, you're sweating about 70 minerals out of your body? 70? Now, if you need 90 elements, and even if you did get them all, if you're sweating them all away, you need to replace them. Our sports drink gives you 75 minerals. Powerade gives you 5. Gatorade only gives you 3. I think you'd want our sports drink. By the way, it doesn't cost any more than those either. Pretty darn cool. Better product, same cost, good for you. That's part of the athletic pack. We've got digestion packs, bone and joint packs, brain and heart packs for blood pressure, diabetes. We've got all the different packs. So you'd want to just get the pack that fits you. And you can learn more through all of our product training, of course, but know that we've got specified packs. Now, when it comes to business ownership, a lot of people want to get healthy and we market health. But a lot of people aren't moved by that necessarily, but they're moved by contests or challenges or getting in shape or losing weight. So we've also created a branded program called the Healthy Body Challenge, where we give people the ability to earn prizes and contests and compete with each other. And all they got to do is use our products, and we give them coaching from some of the best coaches in the world, meal plans, exercise programs, all that from some of the best coaches in the world. All they have to do is use our products. So it's amazing the type of support we give people. And there's people all over the world taking this challenge and experiencing great results, and they win great prizes. And you may be saying to yourself, you know what? I want to take this challenge. I want to get out there and move forward with this, get in shape and get these 90 in my body. And there's many people like you all over the world. What you could do is, if you were using this Healthy Start Pack, not only are you using it, but if you did choose to refer it to others, you would actually be able to earn free product. In fact, we've got an incentive that says if you refer 3, your next month is free. So you could refer 3 other people that take the challenge with you, family members, friends, whatever. You guys decide you're going to get in shape together. Your next Healthy Start Pack, that $120, $115 product, you get that for free. That's not too bad. So you're getting in shape and helping others and getting fit. Now, there's 3 different things we have here. One is a great 90 for Life product that gets you healthy, and we want you on the product for your benefit. And we want to help spread that message throughout the world. The second is this challenge where you can compete a little bit and compete with yourself, challenge yourself to get as healthy as possible, maybe win some prizes. And the third thing is promoting both of those to earn a living. So let's talk now about how you could earn significant income promoting the 90 for Life mission and the Healthy Start Pack and Healthy Body Challenge. So let's look now, if you decided to promote the business, there's 3 wealth principles that we want to make sure you have access to so you can succeed as high as you want in your business. And those 3 wealth principles are residual or royalty income, other people's efforts, and then ownership, stock options, and revenue sharing. Those 3 things are all available to you here through the Youngevity business. Now, real quickly, residual or royalty income just means getting paid today off work you did a long time ago, and getting paid months from now on work you do today. See, we'll pay you for the life of any customers that you bring forward or your team brings forward to this business, for the life of them. And that's why it's so important that our products work and deliver, and they do. Your customers will want these products every month. They can't find them in the industry. They won't find them in stores. And when they learn about the 90 for Life research and 90 for Life message and the plant-derived minerals, they want our products, and you get paid for life for helping them out. Other people's efforts. That's, what do employers have that employees don't have? And it's employees. Now, employers have a lot of headaches and a lot of risk and but they can also make a lot more money because they have other people's efforts. Well, look at a Century 21 as an example. You have a real estate broker who started the office, and then you got a lot of real estate agents who sell homes in that office. Well, every time an agent sells a home, they get paid. But if they don't sell a home, they don't get paid. But a broker gets paid off every home sold in their office because they started the area. They started the office. Now, they invested a lot of money. They got to pay some of that to the headquartered company. They got all the liabilities of being the broker, but they've got other people's efforts. So it's a pretty good gig. Well, we want you to be able to have other people's efforts in the same way, but we don't think you should take advantage of other people. We think you should benefit by helping other people. So our other people's efforts will pay you only by helping others succeed. And we'll show you how that works. And we give them the same opportunity as you. So they're not hurt because they heard about our business through you. In fact, they were benefited because of that. And then ownership revenue sharing is pretty simple. Stock options, this company will give you those things as you reach the top of our plan or even halfway up our plan, you start getting stock options. So let's look at the 2 different ways you can get started in our business. Number 1 is a $10 independent representative cost plus a Healthy Start Pack. You get a website for that. You get a Healthy Start Pack, which is $120. So about $130 you are starting in our business. And you've got your back office business center and your ability to get the products at wholesale and help others get started as customers or business builders. And see, when you go out and introduce people to this product, you're going to get paid for that. And you're also going to get paid if you introduce people who want to become business builders. Some people out there are really entrepreneurial or need extra money or desire to be business owners. So you introduce people to this as customers or business builders, you earn 30% on their first month. So 10 months from now, you introduce someone, you're going to make 30% on their first month's production up to a certain amount. But basically, as this example shows, you made $33 on average for everyone you introduce because they get a healthy start pack, about $110 in value. Okay, so you got $100 in commissions there on the far left because you had 3 people you introduce. Plus, remember we said earlier, if you introduce 3, who get a healthy start pack, then you get a free $115 in credit toward your next month. So you've already got $215 in value here for your $130, and you've got the $130 in products still in your home. So you've almost doubled your value by helping 3 people get started. Pretty darn cool. But now, don't forget, we mentioned residual income and other people's efforts. How does that work? Well, let's just say you introduce 4 people who chose to become distributors in our company. Remember that Century 21 example? Maybe you had 4 agents, if you will. So you've introduced 4 who decide they want to be business builders with us. Do you see there? You'd be making about $50 a month just on those 4. Now, they have the same opportunity as you. They're going out and building customers and making money, and they can build their own team of agents if they want and get paid for it. And it starts to grow like Facebook and Twitter and these other connected communities, but we compensate you for the community that you bring to the table. So $50 a month, that's $600 a year, not bad. But what if those 4 did the same? Now you have 16 people on your second level. Remember, level 1, you can introduce as many as you want. You're not limited to 4. You can introduce 4 a day if you want, 4 a year, 4 a decade, doesn't matter. You can introduce as many or as little as you want. But look at this, just because of other people's efforts, level 2 is almost 4 times as much, 5 times as much money. And so now you're at $250 a month. $250 a month. Do you realize that's $3,000 a year? You gave yourself a raise of $3,000 a year by helping people with their health and other people's efforts. And all you did was introduce those 4. Those 4 introduced to 16. And what if this continues? See, our company will pay you up to 8 levels of organization, residual income. Let's just stop at level 6 there. Over 61 grand if it grew perfectly 4x4. It's not going to grow that perfect, but it shows the exponential nature of what can happen along the way. And what if you fail this by 90% and we're only making 6 grand a month? How you doing? Residually, month over month over month. That's not bad at all. And now go a step further. What if you fail this and you're only making $1,000 a month? Or what if you're making what you make in your current job, but you receive that money month over month and you didn't have to go to that place when they tell you you have to be there? We're helping people with their health. We're helping people with their finances, and we get paid residually. My wife happens to make $6,100 per month as I record this video. She's at about 10% of this part-time. That is not too shabby. My dad's at about $4,000 a month part-time. Not too shabby. Residual income coming in. My son's using this pay plan to pay for his college. He wants this to be like a scholarship for himself. Of course, he believes he can do it. He's watched me. He's watched his mother. He's watched his grandfather. He sees how this can build and pay for his college. What could it do for you? Now, this is just the residual side. Remember I said there's 2 ways to start. The second way is that $500 level we mentioned earlier on in the slides. The maximum you can start is $500, and you get $500 worth of product. This is not a fee. It's not a franchise fee. It's not a business fee. You get $500 worth of product. Plus, you get the formatted business model. Plus, you get access to certain CEO trainings that are exclusive to people who started at this level. Plus, you can qualify for a car allowance, and plus, you can get stock options. And that infinity bonus one there, that is big because that can start now. That can start in your first month. Those others may take a few months to qualify for, but infinity bonuses you can start qualifying for literally this month. Next month, you're already getting significant bonus. So let's talk about how that works. When you get started, let's say you introduce 3 people who all became CEOs. You make $133 per CEO you introduce when you're first starting. about on average. So you're getting $399 in commissions there. Plus, let's say again, you introduce three, so you get $115 in product credit because they all came in this month. You got $514 in value there from commissions and free product. Plus, again, you have the $500 in product in your home. So I say to someone, if you don't have the $500, but you have space on a credit card or debit card or something, put it on that. Let's go out and qualify by introducing three before your credit card bill arrives, and let's pay that bill. I mean, don't do something that if you're not going to go to work with us. I mean, worst case, you'd have $500 worth of product to eat over the next few months. But we don't want anyone starting here unless they're going to pursue that business and get rolling with us. But if so, let's get your money paid back before that first bill arrives or before your next paycheck with your job, whatever it is. Let's get yourself qualified. Now, get four to earn more. That was if you had three. If you introduce four or more, because you're higher up in the pay plan, you can earn more as you introduce those new CEOs. So instead of 133, you're getting 145 now, or 165, or 270, or 320. But infinity bonuses, coded pay is what's most important. Look at the third one up, senior executive. We're going to show you how to earn senior executive by the end of this calendar month. Okay, and if you did that, not saying you will, but if you did, follow our plan and did it, you'd be earning now $230 on anyone new you introduce who started as a CEO. Now, not everyone's going to start as a CEO, but many do. So you earn $230 when you introduce me, and let's say I start CEO. But remember we mentioned infinity bonus and other people's efforts? Now, what do you think I want to do? I want to go out and introduce more people to the business. And everyone I introduce, and they introduce, and they introduce, and they introduce, through infinity, you're going to earn, in that case, $100 because you were a senior executive. But it's anywhere between $15 and $190 through unlimited levels. Now, let's go back to that senior exec level, the third one over. Let's say I just went out and introduced, you introduced me, you made $230. Let's say me and my group this week brought in 10 CEOs. In the whole week, the whole group brought in 10 total. What's 10 times 100? $1,000 in CEO infinity bonuses you got. Now, if you're not a CEO, you wouldn't get those. So that's why we want, if you're not a CEO, someone in your upline is getting those. We want you to get those bonuses. Okay, we want you to qualify for that. We get paid to help you become successful and stick around. It's like someone getting paid to help people lose weight in a gym versus getting paid by the hour. That trainer is going to do a real good job to help that person drop weight because they're paid by performance, not by the hour. We're paid by performance. We want to help you succeed. If you succeed, we earn more. So we want to help you succeed. And look at those bonuses paid through infinity. It's unbelievable what you can earn. In fact, we got 10 ways that we pay different people. We've talked about most of them, but car bonus, we've got one of the most successful car bonuses in the program, revenue sharing, stock options. In fact, our car allowance is the easiest car bonus to achieve in this industry. If you're just doing $5,400 in group volume, you can qualify for our car bonus of $300 a month. I mean, that's not, and by the way, you don't have to apply it to a car. My son might use that to pay for his books, or the next month pay for rent, or pay for a phone bill, right? You can do whatever you want with that $300, but it's called a car bonus. But none of this really matters if you don't have the ability to get trained and if there's not some other incentives or recognition. So let's talk about the recognition and the training we have in our company. So again, people want a good system, but we also want people to get recognized. Because, in the Super Bowl game, people want that ring. They're already making millions, but man, they're working hard for that ring. We believe people will work for recognition and things like rings and pins and trips as much as they'll work for money. And so why not offer it? But more importantly than all of that is the documented system and tools. See, what it says there in the middle is you don't have to be an expert. And I think what's critical about this that you understand is it doesn't matter what you've done up till now. We've got a system that is proven to work, much like a franchise. And there are people who use this system and today earn over $100,000 per month. And yeah, there's people, if they can do that, by the way, could you earn $5,000 a month with us, or $2,000 a month, or $500 a month, or 20 grand a month? You could earn, the sky is the limit. And what's also really cool about this is you can introduce other people to this business, and their success is not predicated upon where you are in the company because they have the same access to that training that you do. And so you could introduce people who go further and faster than you in this company. The training will take them there, and you override their success. That's pretty cool. I mentioned my wife earlier, currently making $6,100 residually. Well, guess what? As she earns that, it's because people in her team, down in her organization, through her compensated community, have taken this stronger, faster, farther than she has. They're earning more than her. They weren't slowed down by her lack of drive, if you will. They had more drive, more dedication. And they weren't slowed down by me and my drive. They had more drive and more dedication. So you could introduce people and they can run real fast and you benefit, and you don't have to be slowed down by the person who introduced you. So we all work together, one team, one dream, but the training system is what we all get to plug into. So to summarize, we've got the big business potential that most people want without the risk. We're in an industry that's exploding. We're a documented, publicly traded company. We've got proven products that are second to none. We allow you to employ other people's efforts, get residual income, get stock options, incentives, awards, and we've got a proven step-by-step system. So we've got everything you need, but it doesn't matter what we say. You may not feel us, if you will. You may not feel this is right for you, but there's always three different categories of people. The first type is customer. They want to use the 90 for life and maybe take the challenge. The second type says, hey, I believe in the products and I wouldn't mind referring this to other people. I'd like to earn free product, if you will. And the third type says, you know what, David, something you said about the industry or the products or the pay plan or something, the training, something felt right. I want to be a representative with this. The person who introduced me is pretty serious about this, and I think I want to be serious too. Hey, any one of those categories is fine. Which one describes you? Customer, referring customer, or representative. You get to decide that, and all you need to do is let the person who introduced you know where you fall. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to go into what we call the 4 steps of getting started, and then you'll be able to learn. If you're a number 2 or 3, we advise you to stick around for those 4 steps of getting started. But let me just say this. 5 years from today is going to go by like that. And God willing, we're still here. But where were you 5 years ago? And where are you now? And where do you think you'll be 5 years from today? And I know this, that 5 years from today, your life can completely be different than it is today. Your financial lifestyle can be on a whole different trajectory. Your work week can be on a whole different trajectory. You get to define that, and our company can help provide that. So if you've already got something great that you're passionate about, that's setting you up financially and giving you time freedom, then keep doing it. But if you don't, give this a whirl. We're helping people with their health. We're a purpose-driven company. We're helping people with their finances. We're a purpose-driven company, and we can get you freedom of time and freedom of money. In worst case, we're a Plan B income to help in case something unknown happened to your job or your company that you work with today. So if you want to move forward with us, we'd love to have you. We're looking to open new areas. We're looking for people who want to help us lead and develop teams, and we're also looking for people who just want to make extra money. But if you're serious about this, stick around for the 4 steps of getting started after we go through this short 10-second break. But you have to say, are you next? We think so. We hope so. So let's take a 10-second break, and then we'll get started with the 4 steps of starting. If you're not interested in those 4 steps, or you're not interested in the business, you can leave the video now. Just let them know you want to be a customer. Everyone else, let's get started with the 4 steps of starting.